In this episode of the Movie Minute, we're going to be talking about I Am Wrath. This straight-to-digital action film is directed by Chuck Russell. It stars John Travolta's computer-generated hair, Christopher Meloni, the always sexy Rebecca De Mornay, who just seems to age like a fine wine, this girl, and this guy. I Am Wrath is a story of a man looking for justice after his wife is killed and the police do little to nothing to help, something that is made easier for him because he is conveniently a former Black Ops soldier with a hidden past. So basically, it's just a generic revenge-based action film with Travolta trying to step into that group of other aged action stars who kick ass and take names. And I will honestly tell you, this film was one Christopher Meloni away from being a complete dumpster fire. There was nothing ambitious about really any aspect of this movie. The script was filled with one generic cliche moment after the other. The writing was bulked up with one recycled line after the other. Travolta wasn't horrible in this movie, but he was far from good. I wouldn't say he mailed it in this performance. There was actually some times where it felt like he was actually trying, which in a way was kind of sad because anybody working on this project could see there was nothing about it that wasn't borrowed from just other revenge movies that we've seen and other movies that have done it just much better. Travolta's persona of a grief-stricken husband was okay, I guess, but he did come across more like a man coming off the effects of sedatives much too often. His dialogue was horribly written, which made it just hard to buy into his character at all. There were some good moments in this one. Some of the action was okay, but much of it was just very pedestrian with visible stuntmen in Travolta's scenes and camera work that just tried its best to mask it. Christopher Meloni was easily the best thing about this weak action film. He added some good comedic chemistry at times with Travolta, not to mention the fact that he delivered the film's best action moments, and there was several times I just wished he would have been the star this project was wrapped around. Without Meloni's additions to this movie, there would have been nothing worth the time in this paint-by-numbers story, and in the end, I Am Wrath was completely forgettable. I'm going to give it a low C-, and it would have been a D- or an F without Meloni being in this movie. There were a few decent scenes in this story, but most of the tension was built off just the natural instincts that revenge premise generates, and nothing at all from the characters or the writing. And the more this film told me, the less I cared about it, and soon I just wanted the predictable ending to come around so it could be over, and I wouldn't really recommend this one. It's not worth the time. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this movie minute on I Am Wrath. If you saw this movie, let me know what you thought below. As always, if you like these videos and you want to see more, go ahead and like and subscribe below. I'm Anthony. This is the Silver Screen Analysis, and we'll see you next time.